Hello, everybody. I am Pug, aka center back playing center forward, and let's talk football. Today, I'm wearing the 1988 to 1990 away Arsenal kit with the Adams number 6, aka Mr. Arsenal. Very, very inspirational. I wanted to talk about something that I've been doing. I've been reading the comments on YouTube videos, and I know I shouldn't do that, and I know that it's not good for my mental health, but I just can't help it. I can't help it. And I've seen a pattern emerge. 50% of the community wants Arteta in, and 50% of the community wants Arteta out. And why is that? I believe that the people that want him gone have this distorted perspective that Arsenal plays extremely defensive anti-football, while the other guys just see the reality of the situation, that the coach is good, the team is great, but we don't have a striker. Let's not be guided by emotion, cool heads, and let's see the stats. Let's flash back to Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal in the Champions League second leg. It is, I think, the perfect representation of the entire Arsenal pattern of falling apart after 30 minutes, I like to call it. And it has been happening for the past 3 years. Arsenal starts with relentlessly high pressure attacks, constantly attacking the final third with no goals for 30 minutes. And then, when we're tired and exhausted from doing a non-stop constant attack with no goals, we're losing momentum, we're getting demoralized. PSG gets one chance, one shot, one goal. That kills the momentum, and we're on the back foot, and we need to recover, and then they score another, and it's over. It's over. They know we can't come back. We could barely hope to come back at 1-0. How are we going to come back at 2-0 aggregate? How is that ever going to happen at 3-0 aggregate? Well, I really do believe this is a sort of Moneyball situation where people are kind of focusing on the wrong end of statistics. They're trying to, I think they're interpreting things a little bit off. Does Arteta really play anti-football? If you believe that Arne Slot is playing anti-football, then yes, Arteta as well is playing anti-football because, according to the stats, we're pretty much leveled on everything. Well, except for that one red card that happened near the end. But the only difference is that Liverpool just seems to score goals when Arsenal just can't. We had almost level passing accuracy, shots on target, shots, and corners and free kicks. And we drew 2-2. That's pretty good. Arsenal versus PSG. PSG is a very progressive, forward, and attacking team that everybody seems to love and to watch. They're really fun to watch. They're really exciting, especially when they're playing against you. You feel like a sort of heart attack going on every time Vitinha grabs the ball. Pretty much even on every stat. Pretty much. We were on par in passing accuracy, shots on target, everything else. Possession, we had slightly more. Sometimes we had slightly less in other stats, but here's the one exception. Goals. Okay? It's that simple. Moneyball. Moneyball rules. What wins you games? It's goals. It's that basic. It's not expected goals or expected goals and assists. It's not touches in the final third per 90 minutes. No, it's goals. It's that simple. Football is very simple. Stop trying to overcomplicate something that's absolutely simple. I have this weird belief and confession I have to make. I believe sincerely that Rasmus Højlund can score 20 goals if he was playing for Arsenal. I know. Hold the pitchforks and torches. I'm not talking crazy, okay? I have a little bit of a theory. Let's look at what's going on with Man United, a team that's not doing very good. Garnacho has 8 goals with 90 shots, out of which 28 seem to be on target. Garnacho is a winger that loves to shoot from 30 yards out and never pass it to the striker. Bruno Fernandes has 6 goals, 84 shots, and 30 shots on target. This is another player that loves to do hero shots from 30 yards away and never pass it to the striker. Rasmus Højlund, 4 goals. Ooh, that's not very good for a striker. With 12 shots on target, he's got a conversion rate of 30%. If you want him to score goals, you get him the ball. You cross the ball. You give him the ball. You do a filtered pass. You do a through ball. You do a lob. You do all these things to get it to the target man, and he's always in the right place. He seems to be always in the right place at the right time. Just seems his team doesn't want to give him the ball. And so his incredible conversion rate seems to be watered down by his overall lack of goals. But I'm telling you, if he was the number 9 or the number 14 for Arsenal, he would get probably 15 shots per game minimum. And if he converts it at 30%, that's 5 goals per game. I'm not saying he can do 5 goals per game. I'm saying that, statistically, he's going to score at least 1 if he has 15 shots on target per game. Like, the dude would probably be a contender for the golden boot. That's never going to happen because his team won't pass him the ball. Therefore, the striker scores no goals. Therefore, the striker's dog doo-doo. But I think that's what's going on with Arsenal. People seem to see Arsenal with a really strong defensive play, really strong defensive cohesion between goalkeeper and back four and the center 2 partnership with 0 goals, and seem to believe that means Arsenal is overly defensive, playing anti-football, when I think it's the complete opposite. Arsenal plays extremely offensive, progressive, forward football, but 0 conversion. They can't make chances into goals. So we've seen these stats for these players. Let's compare this to Arsenal's greatest, most prolific 24-25 season forward player with the best goal conversion, Mikel Merino. I'm not kidding. He actually has probably the best conversion rate out of all the forwards. Given that he's been forced to play as a striker when he's really more of a defensive mid, classic number 6, sort of a Busquets role, Sergio Busquets. He's got 7 goals, which is incredibly good, which is more than Garnacho, with 30 shots and 15 shots on target. He's got an almost 50% conversion rate. Again, this dude is a midfielder playing as striker. He most of the times isn't in the right spot. Most of the times is too slow to get to the right spot. And other times just doesn't seem to get the ball in. He's just slightly off or hits the post or whatever. But he's tall, and that's what Arteta's doing. I need a tall player to play up front because Kai Havertz is injured and Gabriel Jesus is injured again. So another injury that Arsenal has. Another thing to complain about in the future. Arsenal's best forward is actually a defensive midfielder who's just really tall. Imagine if we had a guy who had a nose for the goals, who knew where to be and how to get there and how to sneak or filter, wiggle through a defense, how to break through pressure, how to command the possession of the ball, how to demand crosses into the box, how to sniff out that filtered pass run and just one tap, you're in. None of this hesitation, extra touch, accidental pass. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, the nerves. Pass it to someone so that they take the pressure off of me. Imagine if we had an actual striker with like 15 shots per game. How many of those would be on target? It would be nuts. Just keep giving this guy the ball. We're doing so many crosses into the box and into the penalty spot. So many through balls that just seem to go nowhere because there's no one there, literally. Calm down. And let's look at another set of numbers. This is the worst forward player when it comes to goal conversion rates. And it's obviously Raheem Sterling. And I'm going to end it with this. I think Raheem Sterling is the perfect representation of what's going on at Arsenal. Raheem Sterling, hardworking, pushes through, great dribbling, great movement off and on the ball, 10 shots, and 2 big old donuts for shots on target and goals. 0-0. Zip, nada, cero, zilch. 0 shots on target, 0 goals. Arsenal seems to be a big old Raheem Sterling. Great movement, great ball control, 0 goal. Arsenal, as we all know, as we've all known for years, just needs a striker that knows how to play as a striker. How many times is Arsenal going to do beautiful crosses into the penalty spot? Delicate through balls from Martin Odegaard. To nowhere, to no one, to nothing. There seems to be no player to get the ball. And when there is a player, they just can't seem to put it into the back of. We need clinical finishing. That is like the one thing that Arsenal has been missing. We have a great defense. We have an okay midfield. We need to fill up some empty spots. And if as players move out, we need to bring new ones in. But what are we going to do about the goals? We need to probably buy 5 or 6 more players. I mean, we're not there yet. We're overachieving. We're doing way more than anybody anticipated of us in the past 3 years. No one saw us getting second place 22-23. No one saw us this close of winning the league 23-24. And no one thought we would get this far in the Champions League 24-25. So what's going to happen 25-26? We have this progression of overachieving with turds. We have turds, poop, and Mikel Arteta is polishing it, spit shining, cleaning that turd, and making diamonds. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. As always, guys, have a great day.